toda la noche, no nos queda mucho tiempo más. No quiero perder lo que queda. Seguimos siempre la pasión y confiamos solo en el amor. Yeah. No quiero perder lo que queda. Y más allá, a través de la gran oscuridad, hasta que me convierta en rayos. Y más allá, a través de la gran oscuridad. Y más convierta en rayos. Y más allá, a través de la gran oscuridad. Y más allá. Crecemos en número, en solo un trueno de horizontes. Seremos miles, y más allá, a través de la gran oscuridad, hasta que me convierta en rayos. Y más allá, a través de la gran oscuridad. I'm alone, I'm a broken home. I gave you all the bricks that I own and know. I'm letting go, I'm breaking these walls down, breaking these walls down. If you want adventure, then fly to home. But if you wanna travel, then go alone. Yeah, what's the point in us if I never know? Yeah, if you're gonna leave, I'ma let you go. I'm tired of the pain. Go away. I'm tired of yesterday. I guess I had my bad days, but it doesn't mean I lost my style. Darling, where were you when my heart was on the ground? I thought time would prove that you would stick around. I guess time stands still, a king without his crown. Now I'm breaking and you're faking, girl. You never made a sound. I'm tired of the pain. Go away. I'm done with yesterday. I'm going on. When the lights go down, I've seen hell in you, but you don't care, no, you don't care, no. You just rather watch me fall from a golden mile. I can see you at the glow. Think about it, ring won't tell you what I saw. When you break it off, you'll see who had it all. You had it all. You said you wanted to fall into oblivion, forget about the world we're living in. Fall into oblivion, 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 oblivion. Oh, going on. Fall into oblivion.
Hello everyone. The buy signal from 42 we already got 40 pips, and now we got another 20 pips. So G-Line G-Line Indra, why you said that you lose? Where is the place that you got the buy signal? I guess the place that you got the buy signal is 55, right? 59, right? Hello everyone. Today we got another live trading section. Okay, so the buy entry now is just a scalping signal. We still waiting the buy signal from 35 to 37 is the entry that we waiting right here, the own support place. This place we have two time of reaction. This one, number one, is the first time and the second time. So now we will wait 35 to 37 to do the buy signal again. 42 and 40 just a scalping signal. Okay, everyone, remember that, and be careful about the trading. So everyone get in soon. Get soon in the live stream. You guys got perfect. We have a buy signal from 42 to 46, and we got 40 pips. So who was take the profit? When I do the buy signal, I was right in the chart, like do the buy signal right now. And can anyone get in the signal? Hello everyone, are you still here? Contact with me. No one comment in the chat box. So sad. I guess that I will close the live stream right here. Why no one chat with me? Contact with me, everyone. Chat in the comment. Hello, Giant. Let me find what is the zone. I didn't know what is the zone. The zone. Jailang Indra chat. What is zone? Oh, hello Ben. Hello Dara. Okay, the price back to the entry, everyone. Back to the entry again, and we will find another place to do the buy signal. Yeah, buy now. Okay, we got 42. forgot to buy in the. Okay, we got 40. Okay, so we will wait for this 15-minute candle. If after 10 minutes, this 15-minute candle still be the downtrend candle, we will close the buy signal. But now we got another 20 pips. Okay, now we got another 20 pips from 40.7 to 40. Okay, we got another 20 pips, everyone. Because this is a doji candle, so it's very dangerous if we do the buy signal right now. But we can wait. We can wait if this one is a candle still be the downtrend candle. After 10 minutes, we will close the signal. Okay. Now we still got 20 pips. Yeah, I know. Today the power will speaking. So I guess we will keep one signal to do the buy signal, because today I guess the Powell will talk about the news will bad for dollar, so gold will flying up. Okay, 30 pips for the second round. $30 for second round. We got 30 pips for round number 2, everyone. This still a strong resistance, a strong support place. Oh, where is the music? Oh, the music's still here. Okay, 44. I guess it will going up, but as you can see, yesterday and today the price moving going up so far. This one, this signal, I only hold just like 4 days for Monday, 3 days from 6 until now. Okay, so if after 1 minute this M15 still be right here, we will close at the entry this buy signal. I guess that we can hold this one. Okay, round number 3, we will do the buy signal from 40 to 38. Okay, this is round number 3. We will do the buy again from 40 to 38. $40 to $38, that means we do the buy right now, everyone. Buy now, buy now, buy now. Look like you are using someone else's signals, I'm afraid. You can you didn't you can stay away from my signal. Don't worry. If you stay away, if get losing, you won't get lose the money. I see your name. This is the first time that you get in my live stream. Don't worry. You shouldn't follow my signal if you don't want. Okay. You can ask everyone in the live stream. From Nova. I know her. Don't worry. You can follow anywhere you want. Okay, get another 20 pips from 40, round number 3. Okay, 20 pips. We get another 20 pips. Just before you set your, you don't know that the live stream got delayed, but it's okay. I'm normal with that because we from the same master. You will know about the resistance, the support, the trend line, or something basic about the analysis, right? If you use that a lot, you can see the signal. If I can see the signal, so her too. She can see the signal like me too. But that is okay. We are different community. So if you are following Nova, it's good for you. Okay, 30 pips. 30 pips for round number 3. Congratulations. All good, no hard feeling. Because as you can see, have a lot of Forex community in the world, right? But I know Nova, she's good, she's very beautiful. I used to meet her one time in French when I do the travel. When I do the travel, I used to see her. This is the round number 4. If someone fast, if you fast, you can buy from now. From this place, 40 again. Yeah, I know. Okay, we are waiting to 37 and 35, everyone. 37 to 35, we do the buy signal, okay? So me thấy have Nova have the 35 and 37 signal. If she have that, I have to talk with her that we have the same analysis. Okay, waiting the buy signal from 35 to 37. This buy signal we hit the BE right now, everyone, because we got 30 pips and come back to the entry, so we hit the BE right now. And now we were waiting to do the buy signal from 37 to 35, because as you can see, if you learn about the candle, as you can see, this is a doji candle, right? And the next candle is downtrend, so it have to change the change. Okay, by now everyone. Okay, we missed the entry 37.5, that we missed the entry. Okay, so if you still hold the signal, from 40 to 42, you can close the back entry when the price coming back. Okay, and if the price going to 37 to 35, we will do the buy signal from this place. Okay, everyone, get ready for the buy signal. Me thấy, did Nova have the buy signal like me? Tell me, because I didn't in her VIP group. You didn't stay. You didn't stay here, right? Me thấy. Price going so fast. Okay, if the price going back to 40 and 42, we will close the bot entry up there and hold the 30, 37 to 35. Okay. Never use my signal. Okay. I remember that Nova have the live stream every day. You can join her live stream and get in her signal. Okay, going to the buy entry of us, everyone. 37. Nova really like but payroll 3-5 times a week. I'm trying to do 5 times a week all the time of the weeks. But yesterday I have to go to the hospital to check my back. You remember? You guys remember my painful from the back? I have to go to the hospital to check it. So I didn't go home at the time we usually do the live stream. So yesterday I won't open the live stream, but I'm trying to do the live stream every day. Yeah, and now it didn't pain anymore, but doctor said to me that I have to stay away from the heavy work. Okay, going up. Try to close the bot entry, guys. 41. The best entry that we guess. I remember that the time I told you guys by now is 38, 39, right? Right here, 39. So we got 20 pips. We got 20 pips. Okay. Try to close 42. Okay, close 42. And we got 30 pips for this signal. Okay, everyone. We got 30 pips for this signal. Close a part of your profit and just move the stop loss to the entry right now. We still waiting for the buy signal from 37 to 35. Okay. Yeah, still have okay, if we nearly with the pole well, right? Very nearly, right? 130, so 3 minutes. Okay, set the BE right now, everyone. Set the BE right now. Okay, if you if you scare, you can stay away when the Powell talking. Only 2 minutes more, so we have to wait that what is Powell will speak. Just waiting. Okay, set the BE with the signal right now. Set the BE with the signal, everyone. If the price going down, we I guess that I want to keep the buy signal from 35 to 37, but if you scare, you can close the limit and just stay away from the news, okay? Because this market is immortal, it's running every day, so we don't have to fight with them, okay? If you see the signal if you see the signal is safe for you, you can join. Like Mite, he said to me that he never used my signal, just watching what I'm doing. You guys can be like him. Just don't use my signal. Just if you have a signal and it's the same with my signal, you can have the you can join. But if my signal wasn't like your signal, if I do the buy and you do the sell, so never follow my signal, okay? Because I'm not a holy grail. Okay, now is the Powell speaking. So just waiting what he will say. Okay, 42. Okay, a little bit going up. Let's watch the 5 minutes. Okay, be careful everyone. Powell is speaking. Okay, let's check for a little bit. What is Powell? What is interesting? Okay. Let's see what he will talking. Okay, let's see. Nothing happened too much. Oh, he is traveling, everyone. He is traveling and he won't appear today in the federal bar, so nothing will happen. Ridiculous. Holy moly. So nothing will happen, everyone. He is traveling. So funny. He is traveling, so nothing will happen. Okay, so we just yeah, he traveling, Ben. So funny. Okay, so Powell not speaking today. He didn't got the list of work. He didn't get the list of work, so he got the traveling today. Okay, so we just keep this one. We just keep this buy signal. Usually it takes 15 to 60 minutes like Trump usually did. No, as you can see, he said he sent some information. He sent from some information like right here. I'm sorry that I'm traveling and could not be with you today. That means he didn't in the Federal Reserve Board. Okay, thank you to Vice Chair for Supervision Mikey Powell for the hosting this conference. Thank you also to all the board staff that made this event possible. Community banks play a vital role in the US financial system because they have strong links to the people and business they service and direct knowledge of the local economic condition. These close ties also allow community bankers to better understand their customers and ensuring product and service for those they serve. I saw this clearly when I led the board, community and region bank subcommittee as a governor. I have also seen the critical role of the community bank in the community where I have lived, including as a community customer. Today even is a helpful opportunity for Fed leader to hear from community banker and learn more about this issue you face. We are committed to understanding this issue and we have long been committed to tailoring our supervision practices and appreciate for the community bank to reduce unnecessary burden while still ensuring that community banks continue to operate in a safe and sound manner. Thank you for being here today to share your knowledge and experience, and thank you for being such a vital part of the community you serve. Nothing will happen. So today nothing will happen. Okay, so now just a New York session normally. Fred Pullman. So Pullman will speaking. Pullman will speak.
Than CNBC's Jim Cramer. Finally, we will host a traditional policy panel that features community bank CEOs discussing capital and liquidity regulation. This session will provide an opportunity for a thoughtful, candid discussion about how our regulatory frameworks affect your institutions and your ability to serve your communities. These conversations are essential to help shape our thinking and inform how we as regulators can ensure that our supervisory and our regulatory policies are effective, fair, and balanced. The goal and theme running through all of today's panels is clear. There is tremendous support from the public and the private sector from the public and the private sector for a strong, resilient, thriving community. Reflects a shared belief in the importance of community banks to America's economic future. Thank you for being here with us today. So now I would like to thank our Treasury Secretary, Scott Bessent, for taking time from his busy schedule to join us here today to discuss community banking. And I'll invite you to share your insights with us now. So thank you, Mr. Secretary.
Good morning. It's an honor to be with you today. Unfortunately, the government is still shut down because members of the Senate refused to support the Clean Government Funding Bill, which was passed by the House weeks ago. Across the Trump administration, we are eager to get the government reopened so agencies can continue to work for the American people.
I'm watching
Glad to see
the
all
live
of you
stream.
were able to continue your work today. This morning, I wish to focus on how we can better serve the American
Today
people
just
and the important
just
role
a live stream
community
that
banks
we
play
will
in that
watching
effort.
the.
To begin, I'd
the
like to express
Federal
my
Reserve
appreciation
Res-
to Vice Chair Bowman
Reservists.
for arranging this conference. She and I are committed to protecting the role of community banks in our financial system. This conference is a testament to that
So the
commitment.
price will so boring.
As you all
right
know,
now.
better
Because,
than most,
nothing happened.
regulation has gradually suffocated the banks that are closest to the men and women who work the jobs, pay the bills, and take out the loans that fuel growth in small-town America. Banks that not only know their customers by name, but also their financial hopes and dreams. In other words, banks like yours. To reverse course, earlier this year, I called for a fundamental reset of financial regulation. No longer will regulation serve to entrench big banks and empower Washington bureaucrats to the detriment of community banks and the clients they serve. President Trump and this administration have charted a new course for our economy, one that strengthens both the shop floor and the trading floor. This is what I call the era of parallel prosperity, where Main Street and Wall Street grow together. Who will turn this vision into reality? The men and women in this room. Community bankers are laying the foundation for America's golden age, one loan, one family, and one small business at a time. My job as Treasury Secretary is to make it easier for you to do your job. To that end, we have worked hard for the first 8 months of this administration to empower community banks to take back control of their own future. This morning, I will discuss why the Trump administration has sought to empower community banks, how we have done it, and where we will go from here.
Federal
First,
Reserve.
Community banks are central to America's heartland.
So
They provide the capital that binds small towns
to do
together. Community banks make the charitable contribution for the new playground. They make the loans for small businesses, farmers, and first-time homebuyers. They employ local leaders and teach financial literacy in our schools. Parallel prosperity, as I mentioned before, is the idea that Main Street and Wall Street can grow together, and community banks play an instrumental role in driving growth on the Main Street side of the ledger. To expand opportunities for all Americans, the banks that serve Main Street must have the same chance to succeed as the banks that serve Wall Street. But the post-crisis regulatory framework has instead become a threat to the community bank model. Since 2010, we've lost 3,600 community banks, a reduction of over 45%. Community bank share of bank assets have fallen from 23% to 15%. Their share of outstanding bank loans has fallen from 27% to 20%. Their share of outstanding bank CRE loans has fallen from 52% to 41%. This represents an acceleration of trends that predate the 2008 financial crisis. And in a disturbing new development, de novo chartering has dropped precipitously, averaging just 6 new banks per year since 2010. For comparison, in the years prior to 2008, there were 100+ new banks chartered each year. The post-crisis framework has left a trail of destruction in its wake by reinforcing the larger economic dynamics that have hollowed out the American heartland while enriching the money centers in coastal cities. To be clear, the financial crisis underscored the need for new regulations. The purpose of Dodd-Frank was to end too big to fail, but it ended up creating too small to succeed. These new regulations entrench the dominance of the largest banks by rewarding economies of scale and necessitating effective lobbying operations here in Washington. What followed was a community bank bottleneck that left America's hometowns reeling. President Trump and this administration have seen what the heavy hand of government has done to community banks and the families you all serve, and he has set out to fix it. Why? Because we know that the Main Street revival starts with a community bank comeback. How we position community banks to succeed? Let's start with the early wins. Just days after President Trump was sworn into office, the administration began rolling back the regulatory excesses of the Biden years. The regulators ended the politicized use of reputation risk and supervision. They proposed to rescind an embarrassing, complicated 60,000-word Community Reinvestment Act rule, and they retracted a merger policy statement that was both bad policy and bad law. The previous administration pushed for rules and guidance that micromanaged corporate governance, entangled the bank regulators and climate risk management, unduly restricted brokered deposits, precluded responsible bank innovation in crypto and other blockchain technologies, and imposed arbitrary restrictions on incentive compensation. These Biden-era proposals were bad for banks, bad for business, and bad for America, especially Main Street. So President Trump slashed all of them. To restore the strength of community banks, the new administration has replaced this draconian agenda
you guys
with
are
a new,
watching the live stream.
constructive agenda.
Are watching
The
a live stream.
FDIC, for example, has
The live stream
recommitted to
is watching
tailoring
another
by
live
proposing
stream.
to raise and index
And you got
asset
60
threshold.
pips. Okay,
It has
buy from
streamlined
39, buy
examination
now from
procedures
39,
and branch
and you got
applications.
60 pips,
It
everyone.
has started work to
Congratulations.
reestablish a supervisory appeals body. Not to be outdone, the OCC has implemented its own reforms. Controller Gould has been on the job for only 12 weeks, but he has already reduced assessments on small banks by 30%, reversed the plan to merge community bank supervision
70
into
pips.
large bank supervision, and replaced community banks' formulaic examination schedules with a more risk-based approach. Vice Chair Bowman, meanwhile, has long advocated for revisiting the community bank leverage ratio. I expect that effort will soon culminate in a proposed reduction in the community bank leverage ratio. The CFPB, for its part, has started to revamp the Section 1071 reporting requirements and reconsider the open banking rule.
Yes.
And it has withdrawn more than
Live
60
streaming, live streaming.
interpretive rules and other guidance documents.
What a live stream in a
Following the
live stream.
administration's example, Congress has also taken up the effort. It has nullified the CFPB's overdraft rule and prohibited the furnishing of mortgage-related trigger leads. The House Financial Service Committee has likewise advanced 24 important reforms to community bank regulation, while the Senate Banking Committee held a hearing and hopefully will soon mark up an expansion of FDIC insurance on non-interest-bearing transaction accounts. There is still much to look forward to on the regulatory front. This includes 2 new proposals that will reset the culture of supervision. 2 days ago, the FDIC and the OCC proposed a rule that would codify the recently adopted prohibition on using reputation risk as a basis for supervisory criticism. The FDIC and the OCC also proposed a rule that would define unsafe or unsound practice or condition. While simply defining a term might sound like a small thing, it marks a big step forward. Only in the world of unaccountable regulators could a key concept have gone unidentified for so long. The past failure to define this term led to supervisory criticisms focused on process or documentation related to governance, model management, and third-party risk management. In other words, topics that often had little or nothing to do with a bank's actual financial condition. This regulatory myopia was the driving force behind the spring of 2020-23 bank failures. Once finalized, a clear focus on material financial risk will put an end to this nonsense. I'm also optimistic about AML CFT reform. In my meetings with community bankers, they list CTR filings, structuring SARs, and process-focused examinations among their top concerns. Today, FinCEN released FAQs to address pain points on some of these issues, including triggers for restructuring SARs, continuing activity reviews, and the absence of any requirement to document a decision not to file a SAR. These are common sense, yet consequential reforms that will ease regulatory burdens without undermining law enforcement efforts. As part of our broader campaign to modernize illicit finance regulation, FinCEN and the bank regulators are hard at work on a new rule to define the requirements for an effective AML CFT program. My expectation is that a proposal will recenter supervision where it should be, on the effectiveness of a bank's AML CFT program. I likewise expect that proposal will position FinCEN as a gatekeeper for AML CFT enforcement. This will be a significant departure from the past with its zero tolerance focus on process, documentation, and wide latitude for supervisory expectations and judgments that are not always consistent with the law or our national security priorities. A focus on higher value activities will also better serve our law enforcement and national security objectives. These are all important victories, to be sure, but much work remains to be done. Where do we go from here? Going forward, Treasury will continue to drive reforms to improve regulatory tailoring, refocus the culture of supervision, and modernize our illicit finance regulation. Specific priorities will include reforms to the rating system, new processes for monitoring examiners' compliance with supervisory policy, mechanism for independent appeals of supervisory criticisms, coordination to avoid duplicative examinations by different regulators, and review of the core platform providers, including contract terms that prevent community banks from innovating for the future. For community banks to go back on the offensive, we need to take a closer look at the dynamics that have undermined the community bank model and work to fix them. To that end, as I have said before, Treasury is focused on ensuring that modernization of our capital framework ends the capital arbitrage that drives bank lending to non-banks. This will likely entail reduced capital requirements for large banks on mortgage loans, investment-grade corporate loans, and some other important exposures. We must therefore ensure parity by giving smaller banks at least the option to benefit from these. Reduced requirements. Treasury has also supported congressional efforts to modernize the deposit insurance framework. I'm encouraged to see emerging bipartisan support for increasing FDIC insurance limits on non-interest-bearing transaction accounts. In addition to these efforts, Treasury has taken an informed and careful approach to Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. Any actions on the GSEs must not increase borrowing costs and must preserve what works in the current system. That includes the prohibition on volume-based discounts for large lenders, as well as the cash window and other features that preserve equal secondary market access for small lenders. Now, allow me to close with a call for action. Before President Trump took office, community banks spent decades on the defense. But under President Trump's leadership, the game has changed. The playing field will be even more even. The ball is in your hands again. What happens next is up to you.
He's
So my
going
advice,
to traveling, my friend.
go on the offense,
He's going to
retake
traveling.
market share,
He was
chase
give,
after customers, champion
he was
technology,
give,
leverage the new regulatory landscape to your advantage, and expand your role in the American economy. The community bank comeback will help pave the way for America's golden age. Recognize the outsized role you play in this effort and embrace it. Because if you lead the way, Main Street will follow. Thank you.
Okay, so Mrs. Pullman will talk. Okay, 80 pips for the buy signal.
Thank you, Secretary
everyone.
Besson.
90
It's wonderful
pips.
to hear a Treasury Secretary. I'm not
90
sure I've
pips
ever
for the buy
heard a
signal.
Treasury Secretary talk about
This is
community
okay.
banking and the importance of community banks in the United States and for the U.S. economy in my lifetime. So it's really refreshing to hear you engaging on things that are so important to areas like where I'm from and rural communities across this country, and how important community banking is for the foundation of our economy and the economic system. So if you don't mind, we'll start with a question, and thank you for joining me for some a fireside chat this morning. But as Treasury Secretary, you oversee U.S. fiscal and macroeconomic policy. So I know every banker in this room is interested to see how you think about how the economy is going to develop over the next 12 to 24 months, and what key risks and opportunities should they be thinking about and looking out for as they're thinking about how to shape their businesses going forward.
Well, I come with some good news this morning, and Treasury, because of the Schumer shutdown, will not be able to release the exact numbers, but the CBO jumped the gun a bit, and it was on Bloomberg this morning that the deficit for this fiscal year, ending September 30th, will be slightly lower. When I went to see President Trump
Okay, so now you guys
and more importantly,
can close the signal
the
to
deficit
save the
to
money.
GDP
Okay, to
now
save
has
the
a 5 in
profit
front
right
of it.
now.
So according to the CBO numbers, and we don't have the Treasury years ago to tell him that I'd like to come out from behind my desk and get involved with the campaign.
So we have a live
gonna
stream
repeat
right here, so I will
many private
give for you
conversations,
guys
but this was
the
particularly
place
notable.
that we
He looked at me, first thing he said, Scott, how are we going to
that
get
you can
debt and
low
deficits
down the
and
delay
not cause a
when you
recession?
watching my live stream.
And we're on our way.
Sometimes
economy
you will
in my
miss
lifetime.
a
So
little
it's
bit
really
in my live
refreshing to
stream.
hear you
So
engaging on
just
things that are so
just watch
important
this one.
to areas like where I'm
Okay,
from
just
and
watch
rural
this,
communities
button.
across this country,
Is
and how
this
important community
line
banking is
didn't
for
turn
the
red,
foundation of our
just
of our
touches.
The tax
and
bill, the one
when
big
it turn
beautiful
red,
bill,
that means you are watching the live
has
stream
incentives for
with the
both
5-second
corporate
delay.
America in terms
Okay.
of full expensing for
Okay,
plant
52.
property and equipment, and the plant
A
part
lot
is
of
new.
money,
In
everyone.
the Tax Cuts and Job Act 2017, there was
Congratulations.
full expensing
A lot of
for
money.
equipment, but we have added structures for both industrial structures and, importantly,
a lot of
agricultural
money.
structures. So, secondly, on the other side of the ledger, it also includes the president's tax policies or campaign promises for working Americans: no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, low tax on Social Security, and interest deductibility if you buy an American car. I think one of the things that we are seeing now, most taxpayers have not changed their withholding stance to reflect this. So we expect to see substantial tax refunds beginning of next year, which I think will be accrue to lower end consumers for the bottom 50% who need the relief. And concurrently, they will change their withholding schedule So their real take-home pay will be higher next year.
What?
On the trade
Why
deals,
you asking me like
I
that?
think one of the underreported aspects of the trade deals
You
is
in
not
my,
only
you
are
get
we
in
taking in
my
substantial tariff
my
revenue,
channel
for
for a
our
long time,
American
and now you're asking
exporters,
me that
we
I
have
have
brought
my
down
own
non-tariff
signal.
trade barriers
This
and
is
brought
my
down
signal
tariffs
channel,
across the
my
board.
friend.
So with
Hello.
many of the
This
deals,
is my channel. This is
that,
my
we have
team
gone from
channel.
high tariff
And
levels,
this is
and
part
I
of
tell
the
you,
VIP group,
for
Payroll
instance,
Premium
Indonesia
Gold
was very
and
good
Payroll
about
Premium
bringing down their
Forex.
tariff levels.
Okay,
but when
and
they
this
showed you
is
the list of 9,000 tariffs
the
that they
channel.
had, you
So
couldn't believe
this is
it.
my
So,
own
and
my
what
own
President Trump said, he didn't. I don't blame the Indonesians for doing it. You
VIP.
blame the
This is
people
my
who-
own
the
VIP
folks who are
channel.
sitting
This is
at the
my own
Resolute
signal
desk
group.
for letting it happen.
Okay, I will
So
chat
on
in here for you.
trade,
Hey,
we're landing the trade
We
deals.
are-
That will increase certainty.
Payroll.
And then finally, on
This
deregulation,
is our
we talked a lot about financial deregulation, but we're also
Signal
talking about energy and industrial
channel.
deregulation. We're trying to make it easy to
Okay.
build things here again in
Is
America.
this okay?
Whether it's permitting for factories, for pipelines, for the electric grid. So I think I'm very optimistic that 2026 could be a very good year across the corporate and the consumer economy.
Is this
Well,
okay?
thank you for that. You've been very busy since you got started earlier this year.
Okay, so
thank you
this is a
sharing
gift for
that,
you
and I think
guys.
that's a very
By
optimistic
45
view
to
about
47.
how the economy will be
Okay?
evolving, I think, in the relatively near
So-
future.
so
Thinking
angry when
about
you're
that,
asking me
community
like
banks
that,
are
Diane.
critical in providing local
And the last time me
regional
Tay said to me
credit,
that
throughout their
he
communities,
watching
through
my
small
live stream
towns,
and he
through
never
rural areas,
used my
and
signal.
in underserved markets
Normally,
especially.
normally
so
I
you
will
talked a little
ban
bit
him.
about what some
But
of the
today I have a
initiatives
fun
are
news.
that Treasury's been
I have
working on
a
with
happy
the prudential
news, so
regulators.
I,
Are there other areas that
I'm
you'd like to
normal with
focus
him.
on or to share with us today that might be
Okay,
helpful
by
for
45,
bankers to know?
47. Do it.
As you said earlier,
angry
I
to
may
hear
be
that.
one of the few, if not the only Treasury Secretary who's given this much
Just
emphasis to community banks. Probably the only Treasury Secretary.
It's okay because
since the 17 or 1800s. Who
I'm
was
just
well,
kidding. I'm
was
just
in
kidding,
farm
Diane.
radio, but
Okay,
is
I'm just
also a
kidding.
farmer.
Because
So,
if you
I
guys,
remember
if
listening
you guys
to
are
farm
here,
radio
you guys have to.
right after the Silicon Valley debacle.
You guys have
and-
to
or the three-bank debacle.
believe in me
And,
that I am
they
a
were
real
talking
real
about
person,
the risk to community banks
real
that were
people
happening.
and real channel,
That
real
could be
VIP channel.
happening here.
That you can join
And,
my
I
VIP
was just
without
struck by
any worry.
what the
Okay,
presenter was saying. He said
I'm back.
the big
Don't
banks,
understand
they're
what
gonna
is
come
your
in, they're going to buy up our
issue.
banks. They don't
course.
play little league baseball with your
you
son.
can-
They don't
you
play
can
softball
ask-
with your
you
daughter.
can ask,
they don't go
everyone
to your place of worship.
if,
they don't know you.
because
from the
I'm
Rotary
open a live
Club.
stream
What are we going to do?
to
And
give the
so,
signal,
you know, we are committed,
right? To give the
as I
signal
said,
to everyone
I'd
who
like
need
to see us
who
getting
need
back
my
to
signal.
de novo.
and you just
banks.
get in my signal
Again,
and said that to
it's
me
a
that
sign
you
that
watching my live stream and
when you see
you
creation of
never
something, it's a sign that
use
the
my
ecosystem's
signal.
healthy.
So that is
So we
that
wanna
is
get,
a slap in my
back to de
face.
novo. We want to get
But I am
back
still
to
normal with you
leveling the
because
playing
Diane,
field. I think
because
these
Diane, he
transaction
asking
accounts
me
are very
like,
important.
do I have my own
Oh,
signal
we
channel?
try at Treasury,
And I just
we
improve.
try to meet with dozens
So
of community
that,
banks.
you
whether it's
you telling
one-on-one,
me like that,
you
my
know, or
friend,
in groups
right?
every month. And
You said to
one
me
of
that
the
you
main
follow
asks that we
me
got was
time to time.
increasing.
That
the
means you
non-interest-bearing
have a long
transaction
time
account.
follow
So
my
we've been
my
working
my
very
live stream.
closely, with
But
Senator
you
Tim
said to
Scott
me
on
that you never
and
use
I think we
your
haven't
signal,
landed
but
the
watching.
exact amount
That
yet,
means you
but
just
I
watching
think
and
that
never use my
legislation
signal.
is going to move through.
So
Well, it's wonderful to hear
what
some
is
progress in some of these areas that have been a topic
why
of
you still here?
conversation for a number of years. So
Because
thank you
the
for your
like
support
in the YouTube,
in,
I
in
do not
working
use
towards
the
some
signal.
solutions in that
You can
regard.
ask someone
Later
in
today,
here,
we're going to have a panel
like Ben,
of
like
community bankers to
Nemo,
talk about capital and liquidity
like Diane.
regulations. So I wondered
Today
if you
we
might
miss
be willing to share your views
Julia,
and thoughts
right?
about
Today
how
we
we
miss
could
Julia,
appropriately
and areas.
calibrate those
Some
capital and liquidity levels, especially for community
real
banks, but
viewer
maybe
in
more
my
broadly
channel.
across the
Okay,
banking
a
system,
real viewer in
to
my
be more
channel,
effective
and
for
when they
economic
join my
growth
channel,
and how to
I
support
don't say
the
that
economy going
I
forward.
win.
I think
My
if we take a
signal
step
won
back,
every time.
we could see that the
Sometime I
substantial
won,
amount
sometime
of
I get
credit
losing.
is
That
being
is
grown
normally.
outside of the
But
regulated banking
the
system
percent
tells you that
of the winning
regulatory
in my channel is very high. You can
the
ask
regulatory
every
framework
single
that was developed
viewer in
post-Dodd-Frank
here,
is too tight.
and you
And
go
that there
into
is
my
a
signals,
substantial
my
arbitrage
channel,
to
my
be
live
done,
stream, and said
whether
to
it's
me that you never
vis-a-vis
use
big
my
banks, whether it's
my
small
signal.
banks.
That's why
So
that
why
is
do we have
that is the
why
way
do
that
we
I have to thinking
private credit
about
that is
the bad
bundling
way
loans
that
and
you
then
want to
receiving lines of credit
want to do
from
some
banks? Let's get back to
something
the
in my
primary
channel.
lending function.
Okay,
Let's
like I
make
say, if
capital,
you want,
more
if you want, you
risk-based.
can stay.
Let's understand.
If you want, you can use my
that
signal. But if you don't
there's a lot
want,
of work to do.
you don't need to chat like
terms
that,
of,
and you don't need to slap in my
Bringing
face
this
like that.
back down
Okay.
to common sense.
I might
levels.
need viewer.
In
Yes.
terms of
I'm really
knowing your
need
client,
viewer.
in terms
I'm really
of,
need to grow up my viewer. But
releasing what I would say is
I
this
just need
regulatory
the viewer
straitjacket. And
who
famous last words, I think
who
private credit
wait a minute.
is a
I forgot
dynamic
that.
new aspect that
So
increases
angry
the depth
right
and
now.
breadth of the U.S. financial
I
system.
respect.
But it can't be
I
to
just
the
need a viewer who
detriment of
respect me.
the regulated system.
Okay.
My real worry with
So,
private credit is
If you
everyone
wanna,
in this room,
if you still wanna stay,
all the
welcome.
bankers,
And
look,
if you
know,
still
I met a lot of banks who've been going since the 1800s.
got some like
And if you've been
let
going
me,
since the 1800s, you know a lot about risk management. You know how capital works. You know how your clients are.
if you still do the negative
that,
thing is it's my
worry
live
with
stream,
private
so
credit
goodbye.
is it could be
Dude, that's
very
what nothing wrong
procyclical.
in my comment.
That
It's what just a simple comment
Without
from my
stable
side.
deposits,
Also, I did
in
not say how
terms
feeling
of
in
if there
beginning.
were a downturn, the way Treasury and Federal Reserve would work together would be with
Turn
window
that
guidance,
lights
would be with
please
regulatory lessening the regulatory
Bro, you sound not clear
parameters
because
and
of the
to
live stream.
restart the economy in a counter-cyclical basis. So we also want to look at that. And, again,
Okay, so
too, a lot
we
of the
have
things we
a
wanna
mistake
do,
right
we
here.
wanna
So
make
you
it
you
easier
still
to
by
operate.
you still be
We
my
had
viewer.
a
It's
small
okay.
community bank from South Carolina.
54
and
right now.
In one of our panels, I think it was 185 million of assets, 17 employees. I think 5 were for compliance. So, and no one is more focused right now on financial crimes. Our FinCEN department is 24/7 in terms of what we are trying to work on, but we're also trying to add a common sense layer. Can we do geographic targeting? If we see that a huge amount of the narco finance is along the border, should we lower SARS there?
So
and raise them
on
everywhere
the
else to avoid
on the
all
things
this
in the live
regulatory
stream
expense?
today is just a
think
little bit
that's,
about the
that's a
US
very
shutdown
important topic
and
for
talk a little
many
bit about the
bankers as they think
financial
about,
in the
some of the
US.
regulatory
So
burden
it's
and
nothing
requirements that they're not just not
nothing
sure
too
what
big.
happens to once they send it forward. One thing I want to just pull a thread on is you mentioned the importance of ensuring that we have the ability as regulators and bankers are not disincentivized from participating in different types of activities. One thing
You
I would
take
point
it
to, and I
a
have
bit
many
too
times over the
personally.
years, is to talk
You
about
will
how
get
important
lost
it
of
is
hate
that
in
we're
the
pulling
end
some of these
if
activities
your
back into the
community will
regulated,
grow.
financial system,
Be ready for that.
especially
Okay,
real estate
thank you so
lending
much.
and
Thank you so
mortgage
much
servicing
for
and things of
the
that nature. So
for the
I know many of these bankers in the room are hopeful that we'll be able to think about that differently. So when you discuss the regulatory perimeter, I think that's a very positive,
for your remind.
positive
Okay.
path for discussion.
Announce,
and we'll look
for your
forward to
announce.
engaging on that.
And look, I mean,
Thank you for your
no
announce,
one
and
knows
if you don't want to
the
stay, you
the-
can go.
when
Thank you
talk
so
about real
much.
estate, no one knows the real estate
Never
landscape
under
like local bankers.
And the
Absolutely.
teammates
It's-
in
maybe
here
there's
is
some
real
banks
happy for me to
around
this
the
time to
Ozarks
get
who
money from
like
gold.
lending
Thank you,
down in
Arias.
Florida.
You helped me too. You are my
I hope
lucky
they're
charm.
successful,
You have to
but,
remember that.
I will tell you.
Yeah,
that,
Julia, you
the
here.
community banks.
Today you
I'm
got
sure
late.
all of you read all the news reports. Oh, community banks hold all the small community banks. It's going to be a debacle. They hold all these CRE loans. And for 15 or 20 years, initial 15 or 20 years of my career, I was a banks and insurance analyst. So I know how banks work. I may seem exciting, but I used to read
Because
insurance call reports.
when you do the negative
fascinating.
things in my channel,
Gripping.
I have to
Gripping
kick
is the
you
only
out.
word.
I don't
I
want
can
the
tell you
negative
that
things
to the extent I was successful was
grow
being
up
fact-based and not
in my
narrative-based.
channel. Just
And
normal
as we
things.
dug down on
Okay,
what was
if
supposed to be
I
a
give
CRE
for you,
wipeout for community
uh,
banks, it turned out that they really
if I
weren't
give for
CRE.
you a
They were
losing
business
signal,
loans.
okay, you can
Yeah.
do the
And
negative
we just
because
went out and talked to
that time
small
you
community
are
banks.
losing
They were
money.
business loans.
But
They're the
you
business
can
person
see
put up
today
their building as
we have
collateral. So you weren't-
100%
you
of
didn't
winning.
have a loan on
So
a,
why you do the negative with
part
me?
of a strip mall.
Why
You
gold
didn't
rise
have
so fast?
a loan on
Just,
a pawn shop, on a pod. It was an accounting
just
firm
do-
that was
just
financed.
do
You had
the-
a loan to an accounting firm. You
Yeah.
had a loan to a law firm.
Uncertainty.
You had a loan to a medical practice. So, and only community banks. know that.
Okay.
Well, it's refreshing again to hear the Treasury
Yeah,
Secretary
US
talk
shutdown
about
still
community
continues, so the
banking in a way
price
that
will go
helps
up.
us recognize that you do have a background in it and that you're
Yeah.
serious about the words that you're
Okay,
saying.
so I
in
will
support of
do
community
the
banking.
ban
So
with the
thank you,
meeting.
for your commitment to that and
This
for sharing
there
that
was
with,
not
with
any
everyone here
negative
today.
from my side
One
at
thing
all.
everybody's a
It
little bit
was
concerned
simply
about going
comment
forward
and
is the
question.
shift in the
I
technological
didn't
landscape.
I
And
didn't say
banks for a long
anything
time
about
have
your
been
question.
innovating. It's been a
Right?
hallmark of the community
You
banking
asking me,
framework and
you
their
asking me
survival,
like
since the 1800s, which I have
why
to say
my
thank you for
signal
mentioning, banks
is
that
the
were
same
founded
with
in 1880
Nova.
and the 1800s,
So I
'cause
told
my
you
family's bank
I know her,
was chartered in 1882,
and we
so
we
that's a little
we
piece
do
of
the
mind
same
too. I think
analysis. That is
they're
normal
well,
thing in
they're-
this
they
market,
understand their risks,
right?
so that's I'll have to
So
share that
this
with
is
my cousin.
first, and
But on innovation, banks have been partnering with
second,
fintechs for a number of years now,
so,
and we continue to add.
you get
more
in
and
my
more
live stream,
requirements
and
about
my live
third-party
stream
risk
I was
management,
open
and
to
oftentimes
give
they
the
don't
signal,
make sense, or
and
they-
you when
they're-
you
they
open
conflict with each
when
other,
you
or
see
they
my live stream, you
contradict,
talk to
what
me
the
that
requirements are.
you will
As we're
never
thinking
use
about how the
my
landscape
my,
with technology,
my signal.
with AI, with
Okay, so,
stable coins and other types of new
Okay, I
business
will load
services
down
and
this one.
activities.
I will mute this one for a little bit. You telling me that you never use my signal, and after that I did not say I will never. I said I did not use so far because of the lag. Okay, so calm down, Mite. And you said to me that you never use my signal. Okay, that at that time I got a little bit angry, but it's nothing because everyone can talk anything in a live stream. But when you talk to me that you never use my signal because the delay, right? The delay of the YouTube, so you don't wanna be late in the signal, so you don't use my signal. And at that time, you can ask every single viewer in here. When you said to me like that, I was telling you that we have a mistake, and it's okay. So you still be my viewer, and I'm happy with that. And you talk to me that you take it a bit too personally. You will get lot of hate in the end. If your community will grow, be ready for that. Okay, so that is a toxic things, right? Okay, so I didn't do the toxic. I didn't do anything with you, but you still talk about the negative things. So okay, the last thing that I talking with you, Mite. If you wanna stay, welcome, and if you don't, goodbye. It's okay. Let us get away from the toxic one. Yeah, cause a lot of people will underestimate your way or will hate either way you lose or you win. Same as you will go for the buy, they will say don't buy. Okay, it's okay. Like I say, when you when I give the signal, you can chant or not. Okay, your design, your money, your design. Okay, it's okay, it's done right here. It's done right here, and
Great. Well, I think
I don't
that's
want to talk about this
wonderful
thing
news for all of
anymore.
our CEOs in the room and everyone
Okay, it's
listening
enough.
virtually. I think it's
My viewer
important,
don't
as you
wanna hear
said,
that.
that all banks can
My
participate
real
in
viewer
this
don't
new
wanna hear that
economic
anymore.
environment, and that we're creating a framework that will allow
Okay.
for safe and
So
sound
we
engagement,
just,
as well as ensuring
watching
that
the live stream.
whatever customers are interested in doing, that banks have that opportunity through a sandbox. That's an excellent idea, and it's great to go back to those ideas from the first Trump administration,
we
where we
missed
were
some,
actively engaging with office
things.
hours, where we would bring in fintechs and bankers to talk about how they wanted to expand businesses in a way that was appropriate.
No, I'm
and
not. I have
met
nothing.
our expectations.
And I also think
Because
too,
before I open the live stream,
first savings account
I'm
was a
used to
Christmas
be
club at the local bank.
introduced broker, IB, and
So,
when I support my customer,
are we going to develop
I
a
have
new
a
kind
lot
of crypto Christmas
a
club?
lot
I
of
like
ISO
that.
things.
That's an interesting idea, yeah.
Okay.
CCC Crypto Christmas Club.
I have a lot of ISO things.
Because
So
I
this
do
is just
think
a
one
small
of the great
thing
things about crypto is
in my life.
bringing
So
young
I have
people
nothing. Don't worry.
into the market,
Okay, I have
into
nothing.
the financial industry.
It's just optional to follow or not. Just don't say something toxic. Okay, it's done right here, Julia. But have a warning for you guys. When I give the signal, you guys have to do the capital management. Okay, don't use all of your money to follow my signal. Because sometimes, like today, I have 100% of winning, but someday I will lose all the day. Okay, so you guys have to do the capital management and don't follow all the money. Don't bet all the money in my signal. Okay, that is my warning for you guys, for my viewer. Because I will do the live stream every day. I will try my best. I will do the live stream every day, and in my live stream will give for you guys the signal every day too. So if you guys want to follow or not, that is your choice. And if you guys want to follow, have to do the capital management. Okay, don't follow with your own of the money. Don't bet all of your money. Okay, this is the finance. This is the finance game, the financial game, not a casino game. Okay.
It has always been, you can't win if you don't play. So, whatever
Today we got
venue
a
that
little
is,
bit,
I
but
look
today
forward
we
to seeing
have,
how all of those
three
things evolve
signal-
over the next
3
10,
signal
20
winning,
years,
right?
maybe even sooner. But before I ask you the
So,
last question about the future
the
of community
signal
banking,
from
I want to just touch
39,
on some of the legislative
what is
proposals that are being
the top?
considered.
Let me see.
There's a big groundswell of
39
discussion about asset
39
thresholds,
to
potentially
57.
changing when and how
That's we
certain
got,
regulatory
100
requirements
and,
will apply to
80
community
bips.
banks and other banks of other sizes, including
180
regional
bips
banks.
for this
How's
signal.
Treasury thinking about
this
those
okay?
proposals, and what
I will,
principles should
delete,
guide those
this
thresholds
one.
as legislators and as regulators are
I
thinking about
have
those
to do
going
some
forward?
trick because
Well,
if
I
I
think we
give
should think about it in two ways.
too much signal,
One,
then
we
will
always
blame
think
on
about
me.
it inflation adjustments,
Okay,
whether it's for
if,
Social Security, for sometimes for capital
40,
gains.
39, we will stop
so,
loss TP at 40, 34.
There's probably a big catch-up to do
And the TP we
in
will
terms
open.
of asset thresholds. Just the
Okay.
economy's grown, the
One signal, and we won't add
asset
that today.
size has grown for bank lending, and like I said, we want to bring it back into the regulated
Okay,
system.
done.
So I think that it will be natural to raise many of these
Okay, the
thresholds.
top
But then
is
I think you also
55,
have to look at
59
what's your
again.
book of business.
And when it hit the top,
How risky in terms of how
59,
have you
57,
grown your
it's
balance
going
sheet?
down again.
Does it look like something like
So
Silicon Valley Bank with a lot of deposit beta? So yeah, I think it's those two, but I definitely believe that we do need a substantial increase in terms of the regulatory levels.
We got
and
180
maybe even an
pips in the
increase
VIP,
on-
everyone.
From the 10 billion of, when does the Fed get involved?
And
I
when the
think those are
price
really
hit the top
great
again,
topics of conversation. And I think
the price
more
is
and more
going
I'm
down,
having discussions,
like,
as I'm sure you
nearby-
are too, with
nearby
regional
100
banks
pips.
who are being frozen
So,
at a
you
certain
guys,
asset level size so that they're not crossing that $100 billion threshold, or a community banker that's being frozen just below 10 billion in assets simply because so many different
No.
thresholds of many kinds
Just
and different
do the
regulations and
analysis.
statutes.
Or one of the
Don't
banks
try
we
like that.
had come in, and
As you
you would
can
think
see,
that if a big,
this
a
place,
long-standing
this
big
place
customer
we have
came in
a
and put a big
resistant place, a
deposit in at
support
the end
place
of the
right
year,
here.
you'd be excited.
Okay,
but they,
47,
no, we can't take it because
45.
it's going to push
So,
it over 500 million,
Right.
and then the trigger
we
there.
will see
so
it.
we want to make
We will
sure
see it. Don't
that
sell now,
you're
because
able
it's
to
very
grow
dangerous.
without setting
47
off these
to
regulatory tripwires.
45.
Well, I look forward to
me
chatting with
see.
you about that going forward and
this
seeing
top
how
is,
all of us as in the
49.
regulatory space can think about how we can more effectively allow
Okay.
banks to manage for their growth and their size, especially when they're not changing their business model. But finally, on the
Okay, the
topic
last
of
signal
community
for you
the
guys.
future
Today
of
I will
community
close
banking,
the live stream
over the next
soon.
5 to 10 years, how do you
40,
see the biggest structural
48,
shifts
49,
occurring, and
49
and
to
how do you think
49 to
community banks will
47.
evolve to meet those challenges
We
in the
will do
future?
the buy signal.
One of the questions that we're asking
Okay,
all
just
of
small
our keynote
lot,
speakers
okay?
today is,
You guys should
what does
buy
the
now.
community
What
bank
small
of
lot?
2025 look like?
Small lot size.
2025
Just
or
use
2030?
the
Oh, sorry,
profit
2035,
from
sorry.
the 39
I don't have my glasses on.
and 20 pips.
Yes, 2035. It is already
20
2035.
pips for everyone.
So
30
the-
pips.
The ones that make it through the next 10 years will have embraced technology, have embraced
We have the buy
financial
now from
modernization,
49.
and, as I
49.
said earlier,
So that is
I think
50.
we'll have brought along a whole new generation.
This is the
of young
strong
people
of the
into
support
the
place.
financial
As you
world.
can see, this is the
Because
strong of the
there-
support
there-
place.
there's a whole
And we will
group
see
just-
it by
just
the
because of
15-minute candle
the
or
bad calendar,
1 30-minute
and,
candle.
they lived
30-minute
through the
candle, as you
GFC,
can see right
they
here, is
lived through
49.
COVID, but
Right here.
when I interact with
Okay.
them, they're curious.
Top,
They
break
want to
out,
be part of the
retest,
system,
break
and
out,
it will have
retest,
been
and buy.
uh,
Okay, so
that.
we
and I think
just follow the
that
buy signal
we
because
will
now
see
the trend is going up.
I don't know
So
if
we
the
will do
branch
the buy
model
signal.
is as big
Okay.
as it was. We'll see with that, but I think it's all going to center around technology, and so that's the importance of low-cost technological alternatives for the next 10 years,
Not just for 2025.
not just for 2025. Oh,
Yeah, I think one of the wonderful experiences
the
that
strong
we've seen over the
of the
past throughout
support
COVID
place.
and the Paycheck Protection Program was that we have an amazing
Okay, so you guys
industry of community banks that are
should
willing to
30
bend
pips
over
now or
backwards to ensure
20
that they can
pips,
support their
20 pips
communities.
right now.
And I
And,
look
you
forward
guys
to
should,
seeing, hopefully we won't have another
handle your
experience like
order
COVID where we're
by yourself.
asking banks to be
I will close the
sole
live stream right
provider
here.
of
Okay.
fiscal support.
Now
or
is,
loans
nearby
for
2 hours.
their small businesses to keep their
Okay,
economies
see you
running and
guys
keep them
tomorrow,
employed.
and
But,
tomorrow
but I
we
think
will
it's
do
a wonderful
the live stream
recognition of
again.
everything that community banks
Okay,
have done
tomorrow
over the
is
past at least
Friday,
5
and we will
years
do the live
to keep,
stream
to keep our economy
again
running,
about
to
the
keep
live
our,
trading
people
and
employed in
Have
rural
any
communities
news? Have
and
any news of
in
today?
urban communities as well.
Oh,
But
today,
thank you for the support that you
tomorrow we
provided.
will
And
have
I think that the
UMO,
other big
UOM.
opportunity is going to be what I saw in the
UOM.
local market in Charleston,
Okay.
South Carolina.
I guess
when
tomorrow
Boeing
we
came
will
in.
talk a little bit about
Boeing doesn't need,
UOM
other than
signal.
people this building, they don't need to bank with
Okay.
anyone in this room.
So
But
see you guys tomorrow. Okay, thank
Boeing's
you,
second
guys.
largest
See
production
you guys
facility
tomorrow,
came
and
in,
tomorrow we will have
there was
another
an
trading.
ecosystem of more than
Okay,
200 small
goodbye,
factories
everyone.
that sprung up.
And see you
the
guys
small
tomorrow.
and community banks, some of the small regionals all moved into Charleston, and they bank
Have to
every
take a
one of
big
those
draw
small
for
factories.
Leilani.
Some of the factories, some of these startup businesses
Okay.
that have 50, 100, 200 employees. So with this administration's effort to bring manufacturing back to the U.S., I would say when we see
Okay, bye,
we're
goodbye,
talking about
everyone. See you
bringing
guys
back
tomorrow.
the
You
semiconductor
guys should
industry,
close
they need
apart and
500
move the stop loss to the
companies
entry right now.
to do that.
Okay, okay, bye, Crystal B.
When we see
Okay, bye,
that this
everyone. See you
precision
guys tomorrow.
manufacturing, when